When people think about a scholarship, they first think about how much money the scholarship provides. Next, they wonder who is sponsoring the scholarship and who's donating towards it. And then finally, they consider who is actually eligible for the scholarship. While this thought process describes how I think of most scholarships, it is not even close to the way that I think of the Bryan Opportunity Program. Good evening, my name is Keneisha Love. I am currently a junior at Bryan, and I am majoring in nursing or health science. I'm pursuing a career as an orthopedic nurse practitioner. Coming to Bryan was truly orchestrated by God. I grew up in a single mother household with 2 younger siblings, so financial instability was the plot of most of my childhood. At various points in my life, especially when I was younger, I lived separately from my mom, with my great aunt and uncle, with my grandmother, just because the financial means weren't there for me to always live with my mom. My mother instilled in me from an early age that debt-free college was only going to be an option if I maintained good grades and maybe excelled in athletics. So I worked hard inside the classroom and on the court because I knew that a college degree was something that I really wanted to achieve. Once I decided on Bryan, I was told pretty quickly that most of my tuition would be paid by academic scholarships. I was so thankful because my hard work in the classroom had amounted to something greater than I even imagined. However, there was a considered amount of money that was not covered by my other scholarships. I was not sure what I would do or how I'd be able to pay for this because I knew that my mother, who would still be raising 2 children at home, could not afford it. I knew that my summer at Taco Bell would not cover it. Therefore, a student loan was beginning to look like my only option. That was before I was told about the Bryan Opportunity Program. I'd met all the criteria, and I was told that the last bit of my college education would be paid for. I was at a loss for words because I knew that only God could have provided in such a way for me and for my family. After this, I knew that I had chosen the right place to call home for the next few years. Here is where my unique thought process about scholarships comes in. The financial support that the Bryan Opportunity Program gave me was phenomenal and truly a blessing. But this scholarship has given me something, or should I say some people, that are much more meaningful. At a dinner like this, 2 years ago, a couple, just like the people under the sound of my voice, were sitting at their table, and they made a choice. They made a choice to go above and beyond just listening to the night's entertainment and enjoying their meal. They decided that instead of just listening to some college student talk about their personal testimony, they were going to do something more. They decided to personally invest in a few of the students that were pictured at their table. That couple was Ruth and Ralph Green, and that student was me. They committed to praying for me before they even knew me. Eventually, they reached out to me and began to build a relationship with me. They sent me emails, letters, snack baskets, and just newspaper clippings, encouraging words. They just poured into me any way that they could. They even came to support me at my basketball games, which meant a lot. But the most heartwarming thing of all that they did was invite me into their family. They've had me over for Sunday dinner. They've invited me to go to church with them. They have truly exceeded the expectations of donors for a scholarship. They have loved me in a way that I needed more than anything while being away from home. They became my family and my true home away from home. For this and for them, I am eternally grateful. None of this would have been possible without the Bryan Opportunity Program. So, the next time any of you think that this program is just a way for students from difficult backgrounds to come to college, you're not wrong, but you're missing the bigger picture. This program involves loving others and building relationships with the next generation. I am so thankful for this program, for this scholarship, for the Greens, and for being given the opportunity to speak to you all tonight. Thank you again, and may God bless.